Jake, shooter ready?
Ready.
Nathan, shooter ready?
Ready.
When this hits the ground, here we go. Just like a clown car. To the point, informative, entertaining, and protecting the Second Amendment. Welcome back to Elfster's Rifles and Reloading. And it is a beautiful Wisconsin day here at the 300-yard range. And I am out here testing some more shootingtarget7.com targets for you guys. This Lollipop target system and this light-duty super hangers are not available yet, but they're soon to come. And Mark from shootingtarget7.com wanted to send these to me so I could bang them up to make sure when they get in your hands that you don't have any issues. And in regards to the Lollipop target system here, there is no set price yet, but it should be live soon once I can do some testing on this. And it sounds like Mark with shootingtarget7.com is going to sell the Lollipop target system here with no gongs initially. He'll just sell the straight bar with the collars, the legs, and the Lollipop hangers with no gongs. And then you can buy individual gongs depending on your situation, depending on what you're shooting it with, what cartridge, and what yardage you plan on shooting this at. So that gives you some great options in regards to selecting the correct size gongs for you. And this is the actual prototype. There's actually 4 individual spacer pipes here, but it sounds like the one that's going to go to market will have one solid pipe in the middle and one pipe on each end to properly space this out. And it comes with these collar tension pieces here on each end. And then you can see on the end here, I just added an additional light duty super hanger here that is about to go live here soon also. And I just slapped on a 4-inch gong. And there's a special washer plate on the back of these light duty hangers that you can adjust depending on the thickness of the gong that you're about to attach. There's also these tension collars here I put on each side of this light duty super hanger. And it sounds like Mark is eventually going to sell these 2. That's not etched in stone yet, but he's going to sell these at an affordable price. So you can add this as an option, just like I'm doing here with this Lollipop target system. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I think this is something that is very portable. You can easily put it in, like I've shown you guys here in my 4-door car sedan. You can easily load it in, take it back out. It's very portable, easy to move around. And today, my plan is to use my 20-inch varmint bull barrel Rock River Arms AR rifle and shoot some of those reloads during that live event with the FX120i. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see how many shots with a 5.56 cartridge it takes to spin maybe this or this. And I might have to swap out some of these gongs depending on how hard it is to get this to, swing over. And that's the name of the game when it comes to this Lollipop target system. You hit this gong and it swings back, and you have 2 options here. You can wait till this comes down to dead center at the bottom of the stroke here, and you can hit this again, get this to spin a little bit more, and as this comes back you can hit it again and hopefully get it to rotate all the way around. Another option is you can hit the top target if you want more of a challenge of some sort, and you can get this to swing even more. And the name of the game here is you and your friend or your partner can go out the range and have a good time. And most likely, obviously, you're going to have the same identical gongs on the bottom, same identical gongs on the top, and you can have a little competition between each other. And whoever can get it to spin over the first wins. And sometimes you could cheat a little bit, stop shooting your target, and say like this is your friend's target you're shooting against, and if this is coming back and you can hit his and get it to stop. And that's all part of the fun. And I figured I would quick slap on this light duty Superhanger here and give that a test too. And I'm going to try my best at 50 yards to smack this arm, and this is 1/4 inch thick AR 500. I'm going to see if I can get this to bend with a 5.56 cartridge with a 60 grain VMAX bullet. I also have my PSA 7.62 by 39 that shoots 8K ammunition, and in a nice tight AR pistol platform. And this is going to be a lot of fun. Well, enough of the BS talk. Let's get this going. Okay, so the first runner up here is my Rock River Arms 20-inch varmint bull barrel, and this thing is an absolute laser, especially at 50 yards. It's going to be no issue for this firearm. I did just transfer the scope from my PSA 18-inch Colt Hammer Forge firearm that I've been doing that review on lately. So I got this marginally zeroed in, and I think I'm going to start out with that light duty Superhanger with a 4-inch gong. I'm going to plug that gong a couple times, and then I'm going to try and hit that 1/4 inch wide or thick light duty arm. I don't want to see what one of these 60 grain VMAX bullets at roughly 2,800 feet per second at the muzzle can do at 50 yards. And that's my task today, is to test this out for you guys to see what happens. And I wouldn't intend shooting these targets at all at 50 yards with the 223 with a bullet flying that super fast at roughly 2,800 feet per second. But like I said, I'm here to test this out. All right, so I got 10 rounds loaded up. Let's go on that light duty Superhanger with a 4-inch gong. I'm gonna start on that 4-inch gong here first. And I should have this marginally zeroed, so I'm gonna take a couple shots on that, and we're gonna go for the arm of that thing, see if I can bend that sucker. So it looks like I'm a little bit to the right. So I am going to adjust to the left just a little bit. Won't take much. So let's try that again. All right. I don't think you're going to get any more dead center than that. That looks pretty good. All right, so next up, before I go to the arm of the light duty Superhanger, I am going to plug the middle of the gong arm itself. I want to see if I can bend that sucker. So I'm going to go right in the middle of that arm. I just want to see if I can bend the arm of that hanger. All right, so I'm going to wait for this light duty Superhanger to settle down here, and I'm going to try my best to plug that 1/4 inch thick or wide arm here at 50 yards, which I don't think that's going to be an issue here. So wait for this thing to settle down, and I am going to plug that bad boy right in the middle. And it looks like I just plugged it perfectly. All right, let's stop this and put this on safety, put it in the safe direction, and let's run down and see what it looks like. All right, so let me get this paused here. And yeah, man, I just plugged that thing absolutely perfect. First shot, and we're talking a 60 grain VMAX bullet traveling at roughly 2,800 feet per second, and I'd say that is pretty darn successful. The fact that this light duty AR500 gong, and shootingtarget7.com sells these for less than 10 bucks. I think they're roughly 9 bucks, I think. And the fact that it just took a direct hit at 50 yards, the 60 grain bullet smoking at 50 yards like that, I'd say that's pretty good. Now, there's definitely a little bit of a nick on both sides. I plugged that thing as perfectly dead center as you could get on this first shot, and I don't think you could ask for a better test than that. And I think you'd have to go out of your way to actually shoot this, unless your scope was tremendously off. But I'd say that's a really good test, and it didn't really bend at all. It just kind of nicked it. So that is awesome. Now, I plugged this right in the middle of the arm here of the gong itself, and there is absolutely no pitting on the gong. The gong itself didn't bend, and that looks really, really good. And the washer, spacer washer on the back looks good. So yeah, I would say that's a really successful test there. And the fact that you can get these collar tension ties and just add this as an option, for example, like this Lollipop target, I think that's really, really cool. But like I said, the gongs look really, really good. There's no pitting. So let's bang this up with my 7.62 by 39, which is definitely not as accurate, and we're going to see what that can do. It might be pretty hard to nail that arm just like I did on the first shot, but I'll try my best. Up next is the PSA 10.5-inch AR pistol in 7.62 by 39, and I am just shooting some really inexpensive Wolf steel cased ammunition with a hollow point. This obviously is not going to be as accurate as my reloads with a Wild Chamber with a Rock River Arms, but let's try this out and see how this works. So we're going to start out on that light duty Superhanger with a 4-inch gong. So now I think I got this marginally zeroed out. We're going to start out on the 4-inch gong itself. And man, you can see the energy difference between that 7.62 by 39 and the 5.56, night and day. I mean, just totally spin that around like it was nothing. So I'm going to let that gong settle down here a little bit. We're going to smack that gong once more. And then I'm going to shoot the middle of that gong arm, and then I'm going to try my best to shoot that 1/4-inch gong hanger arm where it hangs off the main pipe itself. So this is going to be really challenging with some very inexpensive Wolf steel cased ammunition. So I'm going to let that gong settle down and see where I'm at on this accuracy. Now, this ammunition, I would say averages about 2.5 minutes of angle at 100 yards. So about the best group you're ever going to see out of this thing is about, I would say roughly about an inch, 1.5 inches. And it looks like I need to adjust this to the left just a little bit, not much. And I think my elevation's pretty good. I think I'm just going to stick with that elevation. So let's take another shot on that gong. And right there, you know, you're starting to see the accuracy of this ammunition. And yeah, I think I'm going to go back just a little bit. All right, so let's go for the middle of the gong arm itself. We're going to see if we can get that to bend. Like I said, that is my task today, is to beat this up for shootingtarget7.com. So here we go. We're going to go for the middle of that arm. And I'm going to try and hit that once more. I'll let that gong settle down just a little bit. There we go. That looks like it was pretty centered. Now this is going to be pretty tough to hit this 1/4 of an inch Superhanger arm itself. It might be pretty difficult to do with this really cheap ammunition. But my task is to see if I can get that to bend. So I'm going to load up about 7 or 8 rounds here. I got 1 in the chamber. Let's see if we can hit that 1/4 of an inch thick Superhanger arm. There, I think I hit it. All right, let's head down and check that out. And yeah, definitely not as accurate, but you know, we plugged this at 50 yards, 7.62 ammo, and no pitting. Got it up here on the arm too, no pitting on that. So that looks really good. Let me see if I bent this arm, and this is 3/8 AR-500. This is not even the 1/2 inch. So that looks really, really good. There's no bending at all. The washer and hardware looks good. And let's look at the head arm, and man, with the 7.62 by 39, I would say that's more than impressive, especially a light duty Superhanger like this at 50 yards. And it didn't, well, I suppose it did put a slight bend in it. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a slight bend, but I don't intend on hitting this at all. I plan on intending this, and I would say that is a massive success for a light duty hanger that you can get for under 10 bucks. So let's move on to the actual Lollipop stand and see how this works. Yeah, 3 shots. Didn't take much. Looks like my shots were a little high on that 8 inch, but we still got it to spin around. So let's move on to that 2-inch gong, and with a 6-inch gong on the bottom. I'm going to hit that 2-inch on the top. I missed. And I think we're seeing the accuracy of this ammunition. I think I'm hitting a little low and to the right, so let me aim a little high and to the left. There we go. And 2 shots, so that didn't take much. So I'm going to try shooting that 8-inch gong once more, and I'm just going to see how many shots it takes. 3 shots with a 7.62 by 39. That is awesome. Yeah, good challenge with some very inexpensive ammunition. And that's all part of the fun of this firearm. You know, obviously you're gonna get the same gong sizes on each side. Say like you wanna do the 8-inch at the bottom and the 4-inch at the top, so you're gonna get that on both sides. So you have to buy 2 gongs of each. Your buddy is over here shooting on the right side. I'm shooting on the left. We're gonna see who can get it to spin over first, and you can cheat a little bit. You can stop shooting your target, move over to your buddy's target to get his to stop. So as it's coming back around, it's going forward, it's swinging back, and you'll hit it at the bottom end of that swing and get it to stop, and that is half fun. So hey, let's load up some more rounds here. I'm gonna load up another 10 rounds, and we'll give that another whirl. Nice. Just roll it on through. Oh man, that is so fun for such cheap ammunition. All right, so up next, we got the Rock River Arms 20-inch varmint bull barrel. We do have some people over here shooting, so you might hear that. But we're at 50 yards. I've lowered the magnification down to 8 power. And we're going to use some 60 grain VMAX. I'm going to see how this compares to the 7.62 by 39 AK ammunition, which obviously has a lot more pack to its punch. So let's give this a whirl, and we're going to see how many shots it's going to take to get this to spin over. think I'm gonna have to go for the, oh, there we go. We just got it to spin, finally. So let's move on to the 2 and 6. We're actually gonna hit that 2-inch first. And right there, not a problem. So definitely a possibility with 5.56. Man, oh man, are we gonna have some fun. We got the ultimate competition up here. I got Jake and Nathan. They both are rockets of 5.56 ARs. And we're gonna have a little bit of a competition. Jake over here decided to take it easy. He's taking the 6 and 2-inch gong. It should be easy for him to get that to spin over. On the other hand, Nathan over here has the bigger gongs to shoot at. Easier to hit, but harder to swing over, right? So these guys, they're gonna quick go over the ARs just to give you guys a quick lowdown of what they're shooting. Go ahead, my friend.
This is Jake here. I got a Daniel Defense DDM4 V11. It's all Daniel Defense. Hyperfire 24C trigger would be about the only add-on, and a silencer cold brake, Aero Precision scope mount, and then a Vortex Viper 4-16. That's pretty much it for that one.
Nice. What do you got, my friend?
I got an all Aero upper and lower. Same trigger as he's got, Hyperfire, and I got a Faxon flame fluted barrel.
Nice. So you're shooting at 3 power, right?
Yep.
And what do you got your power at?
8.
8. Well, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Let me get these spray painted up, and we're gonna have a little bit of a competition. Let's get this going. All right, here we go. We got Jake over here on the 6-inch gong, and we got Nathan over here on the 8-inch gong. Jake, shooter ready?
Ready.
Nathan, shooter ready?
Ready.
When this hits the ground, here we go. Oh, you almost got to keep on going. Did anyone get it to spin?
Half the time I was shooting at him.
So you were screwing with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. We're going to do another round here. Round 2, you guys game?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get these respray painted for round 2. Man, that was pretty exciting. I noticed, Jake, you were kind of screwing with Nathan a little bit there, weren't you?
Yeah.
You kind of stopped at your targets because he was about to spin that over and you stopped and hit his.
Right.
Man, that was awesome. All right, so we got round 2 here. Same deal. When this hits the ground, it's game on. Jake, shooter ready?
Ready.
Nathan, shooter ready?
Ready.
Nice. I think you got it to spin over, didn't you?
Yeah. Both shot at the same time.
And then I got mine to spin over, and then I went over and started shooting his.
Nice. All right, so it looks like Jake is the winner of round 2. Good job, my friend. Now, that's what I call a lot of fun. Man, how fun is that? And really, I think that's about the only way to exercise your Second Amendment right at the range. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, is this something you think you would want?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun to shoot, and it's challenging enough to make it fun.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than just go to the range, just wasting some ammunition.
Right.
Yeah, especially when you can compete against your good friend, right?
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, it was a great time shooting with it.
Yep. And it's, you know, watch these guys going back and forth. Just like Jake here, he stopped on his target, was screwing around with his good friend and stopping his. And that's what this target is all about. Going to the range and exercising your Second Amendment. Like I said, this isn't available yet. They sent this to me to test. It's coming soon, so keep an eye out for it. Matter of fact, I'll put a link in the description box below for eventually, I'm gonna guess they'll hold this to me roughly in about 1 to 2 weeks. This might be available. So click on that link, go to shootingtargets7.com and keep an eye out for this target. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my content. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. And if you do, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that notification bell. Become a Patreon. It helps out more than you know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Black, black, black. Where's the target?
Target, you're shooting on the right.
No.
See the target right? It's way down there.
Hey, Jada, I think you're going to make me look bad.
No.
Make it easy for you. How's this? Put this underneath here.
Yay, finally. This is so good now.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think I need to teach her with an iron sight.
It's all part of the fun, right?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jada, and this is my dad, Jake.
You are shooting a 22 Remington that your dad got at a pawn shop.
Yep.
And you're doing pretty good. Let's go down and check out your target and see how you did.
Okay.
All right.
The ultimate friend maker.
I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, I can hear.
Well, it is a little windy out today, but you're shooting at 100 yards. Let's see if you hit the target. So you're going for the bottom green target, is that right?
That's correct.
It looks like you hit it.
Yep.
Nice, look at that.
Ooh.
Nice, you are gonna make me look bad. Jeez Louise.
That's pretty good at 100
You're a natural,
yards.
you have to start your own
Real
YouTube
good.
channel.
Good job, Jada.
I thought I shot like all of the ones. I only shot it once.
Pretty good at 100 yards.
Yep.
How far we are, Jada?
Yeah, that's one football field. I think you did an amazing job.
Yay!
Awesome, good job.
High five.
High five.